If we want true continuous improvement in our teams, we are going to need to learn to deal with failure. How do we deal with failure? What do we do with failure? How do we, in our teams, build in a culture where failure is neither devastating nor paralyzing? How do we make it that actually failure is a key to continuous improvement? Let's talk about that. We have such a cool quote from Thomas Edison, who said, "I've not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." And this is such a critical element, that if we want continuous improvement in our teams, we need to make it okay to fail. What is not okay is to be quiet about it. What is not okay is to not learn from it. So let's explore that a little bit. So number one, build a culture where it's okay to fail. It's okay to do that. But where failures are critical, we need to communicate about it. We need to make sure that there is an openness. One of the things from Edward Deming about high quality, you can never improve quality if there is a culture of taking people out for mistakes. Really what we want is the information must flow. So we need to build a culture of information flow. I think that is step number one of embracing failure and getting the positives from it. Secondly, and fairly obviously, we want to know what went wrong and what else we can try. We want to actually be able to explore all of this, explore and bring it to the team. Let the team explore these things. Wherever there's been a failure, let the team do a debrief. Do a checkup on it. What went well? What did we do well? What would we do differently? What did we learn? Because that then stimulates how we're going to do it better next time. I recently ran a big project with my team, and our team handled this, and our project manager insisted at the end on a proper debrief, and we did that debrief. We got that closure, and there were a whole lot of things we did well. It wasn't all failure, but there were some things where we didn't get it right, and we didn't dwell on it, but we learned from it, and we were inspired by it. And therefore, my third point, I would suggest that we want to build into our teams the norms, the how we're going to be together to deal with failure. That we talk about accountability. We talk about having the process of saying we don't wait until it's too late. We don't discover on the day of the meeting that a critical task, a critical deadline was missed. We actually want the communication to flow, so we build it into the norms. We actually want to team around it, we build it into the norms. And so the way that a team operates is to honor failure and the communication about it, and then as a team to brainstorm what to do about it, or sub-team sometimes. Have an assignment where people can put their heads together and can look at a better way of doing things. We need our teams to be clear that it is okay to find 10,000 ways it doesn't work, as long as we find the one that does, because that is what's going to catapult us forward. What is the culture in your team regarding failure? Is it a positive culture, or do people hide their mistakes? If you like this video, why not hit subscribe? That way you can regularly get conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.